Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another series of StarCraft English commentary, and we will continue on with ASL Season 20 Prelims Day 1. This is gonna be a game in Group 6. This is the final of Group 6, and we will have a TVT Rush versus Haya. The map is Polestar. This is the third set. The score right now is tied up 1-1, and we have Rush at the top left in the blue color, and we will have Haya at the bottom right in the white color. As it is TVT, expect this game to be a little bit lengthy, and we shall see how far we've got here. And once again, I apologize because I am also doing other things while I cast this game, so my cat is sometimes a little bit disparate. But yeah, Rush with the forward barracks will not be able to gain much advantage here because the enemy is not expanding quickly. He is not going for an outside barracks, something like that. So early marine from Rush doesn't mean anything, and he has wasted a little bit some money there to accomplish this. All right, we're going to be seeing a very standard build from both of these players. No quick expansions. Instead, we will have factory from both sides. Again, as with TVT, we want to see how many Marines will eventually get produced because those just really bog down the game plan for both of the players. Usually, we want to kind of move very quickly into the factory stage, and in DPL or in these kind of sponsored games, we hardly see TVT. Mirror matchup has become a thing that we don't often see in sponsored games because uh, it's they are not as exciting to watch for the viewers. So the pro gamers themselves also don't tend to cast those games a lot. Nice attack here, and looks like both Marines get fallen. Oh my God, Rush! Contrary to his name, was not able to rush the enemy, but he's gonna be able to come out and he will get both of those Marine and he will attack further. His Commensurate is coming up, but the Vulture comes out to save the day from Haya, so the game will stabilize. But faster Command Center from Haya is going to be something that we should note. All right, Vultures first from both the players. We will have two Vultures from Haya, and as for Rush, I guess he's got two Vultures as well. And Haya has decided that he will now move out and try to attack the enemy. Okay, we will have a starport first from Rush here. This is a single starport build, and with the cross-spawning position, it's actually not not that much of a benefit. But we will have the first starport though from Haya, and his starport is a bit faster. His tech is in general a little bit faster. His command center was faster as well. So let's see if he's gonna reveal that his raids right away to try to attack the floating barracks, or we send it towards the enemy. I guess sending it towards the enemy is the better choice. The floating barracks from Rush arrives now. We are seeing the raid from Haya going towards the enemy's base, and he will have to return soon because the enemy has already gotten his own raids coming out. Maybe it's going to be a two versus one situation, man. So that is going to be something to keep in mind. And one thing also to note is that the floating barracks from Rush arrives sooner compared to enemy, and this raid doesn't see anything. He should suspect it's the counter raid because if you don't see double factory around this time, it's going to be counter raid. It looks like the raids have started to attack each other in the middle of the map, and it's going to be Rush who triumphed here. He saved his raid while he destroyed the other person's raids. But in terms of supply differential, Mahaya is still slightly ahead because he's got a faster command center, so everything just kind of snowball over. It's possibly what we're seeing here. Alright, what's happening? A second starport from Raid, so we're gonna be transitioning into a raid war. Three raids from Rush together with a couple of vultures. As for Haya, he's gone for tank first. Now this is interesting. You don't want to stay with raids for too long, I believe. You want to at some point switch into the ground army, especially switching into tanks. Tanks is what you really want to have. And Haya has lost one vulture kind of carelessly, but his three tanks are looking very strong. He need to kind of combo that with some Goliaths as well, because if the enemy is going to be going for double starports, they can eat away those tanks very easily. And Cloak is being researched by Rush. And as for Haya, his academy is a bit late. So his scanners will be slightly later than the enemy. We're going to be seeing 3 raids now from Rush, but that number will increase momentarily. Alright, 4 raids from Haya. We have a Goliath. We need to combo that with a scanner. And if Haya has a scanner, he has a chance. These raids are going inside the main, but they will be able to find nothing. They will be able to find, maybe kill some SCVs. There are some mine in the middle. The tanks gotta be super careful. And that Goliaths particularly have to be super careful. The 4 raids gonna start to attack now and start to eat away the SCVs, but the attack from the Terran side is very strong. The Goliath is sniped. Oh my god, that is a huge thing. We have a single Goliath, but that Goliath was sniped so easily. And Haya might be falling apart. He had a chance to attack if he has kept that Goliath alive. But now his Goliaths are down. His scanners are down. They don't have energy. He's short on Goliaths. He's able to push these forces back. He's going to have to go and scan more now. And we get maybe one more raid. Yeah, he gets a raid, so that's good. But he lost so much momentum. His tank count was doing so well. But now those units gotta be able to eat away the tank. Look at how fast the tanks fall. One tank has fallen already. 2 raids got sniped. Only 5 raids remaining, so that's alright. But losing tanks to raids is not what you want to have here. And lack of scanners is damaging Haya a lot. He loses yet another Goliath. Supply-wise, Rush is leading by about 10 supply, and that investment in double support rates really paid out, I think, for Rush, and he should be cruising to victory now, I believe. Alright, looks like we're looking at the 9-minute mark of the game. And Haya will move out again, and his force on the ground is very scary. I do believe that we have defensive. Yeah, we do have some defenses from Rush. It's not like he's got nothing. So he is possibly gonna be able to hold here for a while. But high ground advantage will be going to Haya. During this time, I think what Haya want to do, I mean, on this map, Polestar, you want to contain the enemy along this path. The moment you can contain him like this, around this ridge and that ridge, both are the high grounds for you, then you will be able to secure a nice victory into the mid game. But as you know, it's very hard to contain in TVT. We will have a lot of vultures running by, and those 5 raids being alive are still very annoying. This command center is not gonna get forced to get cancelled. It's still allowed to go up a little bit later, but we will have the raids going inside the main. A single Goliath need to pay attention. He is not paying attention. He needs to scan. He is gonna be losing yet another Goliath, and these raids have just paid off so well. They paid off for the investment. And they're sniping a lot of SCV. Engineering bay is very much delayed. This command center is under some serious trouble. And we have a siege positioned here from Haya, but I believe it's completely irrelevant, because behind this, the command center from Rush is coming up, and he's able to come through here and harass a lot. But anyways, these raids will run out of energy, so that's gonna be something. More attacks coming through, but now it's gonna be the moment, I think, for Rush to forget about these raids. Now he cannot keep them that much anymore. We're gonna be having some vultures run by, but the contain has completely been broken, and Haya is forced to contain a little bit backwards, you know, from his main base, as opposed to this high ground where he would be able to stop the enemy from expanding. So that's something to note. But one thing we have to say is that Haya's third base is faster. SCVs need to get transferred there now. I'm not seeing SCV transfer. And yeah, you can see Rush is transferring his SCV faster than Haya, even though Haya's command center is relatively faster. Supply-wise, Rush is leading by 30. He needs to start to attack now. Haya is kind of in a weird spot. He's decided to come to this outside, but that's gonna leave this entire area open for Rush to attack. He goes in, and this base got nothing. Just a couple of Goliaths. Haya need to make a decision whether to counter-attack or what he's gonna attack in here. What are we seeing? And it's gonna be a surround. Looks like Rush's few tanks get wiped out very quickly. They're also on the low ground, and we're gonna be having tanks sieging on the high ground here. So I guess this base is gonna be under siege. Nice mine explosion. We might have more mines. These vultures are still alive, but we are seeing high ground advantage for Haya. This base will be falling very quickly. We're gonna be having the tanks trying to destroy those forces. Nice siege positioned. But this command center is cleared out. Rush is, oh my god, he's busy doing, something else. He's making 8 raids. And we only have 2 Goliaths. They will fall very quickly. And looks like the raids go down coming now. And we will have about 2 seconds to clear out those raids. He loses the first Goliath. He loses the second Goliath. And without all of those 10 tanks will be gone. Very quickly. So whatever, advantage Haya had by gaining this position is completely lost. So I believe it is going to be Rush who will come out ahead and proceed to the next part of the tournament. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.